Hi everyone, Corey here from Tales from a Polk County Girl. Whew, this is my final video of the day. If you've watched several videos and I look the same, it's because I'm batch filming. And I love batch filming, actually. Anyways, rambling. This video is going to be about my latest TN acquisition. And Canyon, I know you're watching this. You are such an enabler. I love you. It is, I bought, you guys know I have the narrow size from ZLYC. See that embossing? Off Amazon. Or ZLYC, excuse me. I always transpose those two letters. And then I found that they had a smaller one. So I saved up my Amazon gift cards and I bought one. And it came in a box like this. Isn't that cute? It had the sticker right over the label. And when I got it, oops. I dropped the elastic. There it is. When I got it, it came in its own little muslin bag. It's a smaller muslin bag than the narrow came in. And this is what it looks like. Isn't it cute? You can actually see the design a lot better on this one. The dye isn't as heavy, in my opinion. And that out of the way. I have already set it up because I didn't do an unboxing video because I wanted to play with it. But when I got it, it came with, it has no pockets, by the way. It's just plain on the inside. And it has a spine elastic. It came with a ruled booklet, the Midori calendar booklet. Hope you guys can see that. This thing's right in front of me and I can barely see it. And a blank one, which I've left in here. I've just taken out these two notebooks and put in two of my own. I put in one of my Pride and Prejudice notebooks that I got from the British Library gift shop in London. Then this one is the blank paper one. The paper isn't as nice in this one as it was in my narrow. And then this is one of those paper craft notebooks from Big Lots I've spoken about in several videos. I already had packs of these open from my go around with the Buteo Bunker Field Note size. And I'm going to link to that video again if you guys are interested in seeing it. I'm not proud of this video. That video really is kind of a rant on why I thought Traveler's notebooks weren't going to work for me. And come to find out when I got this thing, well actually I realized it when I got the narrow. This one, the way this one is set up, I can't stuff it. I really cannot. It has one elastic. I can fit 3 inserts in it. I can maybe force 4, maybe. At one point I did have 5 in here and it was just, it wasn't pretty. But I have 3 in here, 3 in my narrow, you know, my monthly, my daily booklet, and then just random notebook. So that one was really an eye-opener for me that, you know, the mistake I made with the Buteo Bunker Field Note size was I stuffed it. I think I had 6 to 8 of these little notebooks in it, and it just made it so fat that I couldn't fit it in my back pocket comfortably, and I wasn't using it. And it never occurred to me to take inserts out, to take notebooks out. I mean, it had 4 elastics in it, I think, and it never occurred to me to just take some out. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But I mean, that's what happened, and So I ended up selling it to somebody who is loving it and giving it a good home, so I'm happy about that. But knowing if I knew then what I know now, I'd probably still have it. That being said, this little one is so stinking cute because once again, with the way it is same setup. It has like a single elastic. Let me take this stuff out so you can see. Come here. It has that single elastic. This, this is the elastic that you're not supposed to use. And it's, if you guys can hear that, it's strung pretty tight. I mean, it's still kind of, it hasn't stretched out enough to not pull in on itself. Let's see what it's doing. And it did come with an elastic. Where'd I put it? I've already lost stuff. Great. Nope, there it is. It did come with a small elastic to hold notebooks together, but that knot is just so big that it got in the way. So I don't use that. I had already made some very thin little rubber bandy things, connectors, out of some thin elastic that I bought at Joann's, and that's what I'm using to hold my first and third notebooks together. Now, what am I using my notebooks for? Well, my Pride and Prejudice ones are very dear to me, so I'm writing anything that has to do with stories down, like anything I know I'd want to keep, like story blurbs or anything like that. That goes in here, and put these back in here real quick. Not putting this in upside down, am I? And then the middle one, this blank one, and that's just a sticker I put on it. That came with this thing, the passport. The paper's, it's soft, but I don't really like it. I don't like soft paper. I like paper that feels like if I use an inky pen, it's going to just suck up that ink. And this paper don't feel like that. This one is for random notes about stuff. Y'all can see my chicken scratch there. And it just sits in the middle between the first and third notebooks, the way my monthly booklet does in the narrow. And then I've just got this lined one back here for additional notes. And I mean, and that's even if I choose to use it. And I could always take that one out and just hook the blank one to the back there if I wanted to. But what's really nice is that's how it's not very thick, and because I can't stuff it, and I like that. And if I'm wearing jeans, it fits perfectly in my back pocket, which is great. And then I have a nice clicky pen that writes very nicely. And I just slide it into the elastic like that. And the whole thing just fits in my back pocket. And, once again, knowing what I know now, I really wish I hadn't jumped to the conclusion about the Buteo Bunker one. But I'm really glad I found this. I'm glad I gave the smaller size Traveler's Notebook another chance. So if you're somebody who has used the larger size, or not even that, how am I going with this? Has anybody else ever tried a size of something, thought, oh, that doesn't work, this is horrible, what was I thinking, and sold it, got rid of it, gave it away, went on to something else, and then tried the size again and figured out that, oh, if I just tried this, something different the first time, maybe this would have worked out. If you've ever had an experience like that, whether it's planners, whether if it's purse, or whether if it's with anything, I'd love to hear about it, because we all kind of make snappy decisions like that, and later end up going, duh. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So thank you for watching, and I'd also love to get some comments on my my Traveler's Notebook ranty one. Like I said, it's not a very positive video, I will admit that, but like I said, knowing what I know now, but I'm really glad I found this, and it is so cute, you guys. And I'm not going to be like I was with the narrow one. It's not going to be riding around in its muslin bag. Like, oh, the narrow isn't in its muslin bag anymore. I just throw it in my purse, and if the vegetable tan rubs off, it rubs off. Life's too short to worry about stuff like that. But, okay, rambling. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a nice day.